What? Who the hell are you? Oh my, I haven't seen people in 10 to 14 days. I don't even know if I remember what people look like. People are cats now.
Put the sun out. Put the sunlight out.
Put the lotion on the skin.
It's too bright in here. My precious.
My precious.
Get out of here. Who are you? I don't know. Social distancing.
Oh, hi.
Hey, everybody.
Gosh, yeah. Apparently we turned into Smeagol.
Yeah,
Gollum.
a lot of people did.
A lot of people are still.
Yeah, still
Smeagol.
stuck in that cave. Yeah, exactly.
They're stuck in that cave.
How to Lord of the Rings,
homes.
Everybody. That's the episode.
Listen, I'd go hard for that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Be an 8-hour episode.
Yeah.
And then at the end we'd be like, just watch the number one tip. Watch the movie.
Bye.
Bye.
Gosh, speaking of.
Hey, welcome to the
speaking
Man
of
Doozy
Gollum,
podcast, everybody.
Yes, you guys are probably thinking, what the hell does that even mean?
I kind of look like Gollum with the bald head.
Yeah. Nothing to add, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly.
What does it mean, though?
Well, the word doozy means something that is extraordinary or outstanding of its kind.
And obviously, if you can't tell, we have not been able to get through an intro for a year.
But we want to be.
We want to be. But, we are not that, and we want to be. So this is the podcast that we are going to give you all the tools on how you can become successful in life.
And the best part is, okay, this is the best part right this time.
Best part.
We're going to learn how to be successful ourselves while we are also teaching you how to be successful yourselves. Jose, are you writing this down? We're going to learn how to be successful ourselves while you're also teaching yourself to be successful yourself.
Makes sense to me, my precious.
I'm Alex Staub.
And I am Kirk Koz.
Kirk Schmiegel Koz. What are we gonna talk about today?
Alex Gollum, stop.
Yeah.
We're gonna if it isn't evident already, guys, something that is so it is the joint experience. It's something that we are all going through trauma continuously every day, and that we've all experienced throughout the entire world. We are going to learn a little bit too late how to quarantine.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. How to quarantine.
Actually, to be honest, during quarantine, me and Colby, we binge watched all the Lord of the Rings again.
Yeah.
The Hobbitses.
Yeah.
The Hobbitses.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Great movies.
Great movies. But quarantine. It's something
How
that
to
we
quarantine.
all share, and let me tell
Especially
you.
with Omicron out now,
Oh
everyone's
my
just,
God! What did you call it?
Omicron. What is it called?
Omicron.
Omicron.
Dude, that hip hop artist.
Omicron.
Omarion.
Omicron. What did I call it? Omicron.
Omicron.
Omicron. What is it?
Omicron.
Omicron.
Omicron. Oh my.
Omicron.
Omicron. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Did we really just try to do Oh my darling to
These
Omicron?
are the symptoms of quarantine.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we are going absolutely fucking
Well, let me ask
insane.
you, Kirk.
Yeah.
Have you ever quarantined before? Even though it was...
You want to know something?
Even though it was by law,
Even though it was federally mandated.
Even though it was federally mandated. Did you still quarantine? Yeah.
Through thick and thin, through ups and downs,
and a lot of medication.
And a lot of medication and masturbation.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And video games.
Yes.
I feel like I'm a pro at
masturbation.
At Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
At quarantining.
Yeah.
God, we went.
It's all rushing back now, isn't it?
Well,
wow,
yeah.
We opened up those doors.
Yeah, right? I mean, with what's happening in the world is why we thought this could be a good episode.
Yeah.
Because, cases are spiking. Omicron, that nasty little bitch. Omicron.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, Omicron.
But, I feel like quarantine.
COVID's still around.
COVID is still around. We're still in it,
yeah,
dude.
you still have to quarantine. You still have to do,
We're technically still in a pandemic.
Yeah, we are.
So to answer your question, yes, I have quarantine, and there's times that were really hard.
Yeah.
There's times that were easier than others. And there's times like literally a month ago,
Yeah.
I got Omicron.
What?
I got it.
You still have it?
No.
Oh.
Or do I? But yeah,
You don't
what
still
about
have
you?
it, do you? Yeah, right.
What about you? Have you quarantined?
I have never got COVID
Yeah.
or Omicron.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, I think there was before, right before.
You think you had it?
Oh yeah, I was the most sick I've ever been in my life, and
Maybe.
I've never been sick like that before, and it was all respiratory, and the doctor was like, well, if you're not, I lost my voice, I couldn't breathe. I was like out of work for like a month.
Oh, that's right. There's a
And,
video
yeah.
of you that went to a club that when you were on the mend and you were better, and I remember you're like, hey, how's it going, Alex?
Oh yeah.
I swear I'm not.
Yeah, it was a joke, right? But because everyone was talking about the coronavirus, and I went up and I did a comedy set, and I couldn't talk.
And
I
you
was like,
couldn't- yeah.
Best show of my life, by the way. I destroyed it.
No, I
you
remember
know.
watching the video.
And then, but I was like, oh yeah, I don't have COVID. Probably gave everybody COVID in that room, and I got better. And then right when I got better, that's when it was like
Shut
It was
down.
like January, February, and then March is when it all shut down, and that was it.
Yeah,
for the rest of the
I'm-
year. And it was-
the past few because of the stuff happening with Omicron, my work has been working from home for about a month now too, and it's like weird deja vu, and so that's why I think this is like a good episode because like. There are good things about quarantine.
Yeah.
There's bad things about quarantine. There's habits, but I think overall, the tips that we got from a website that specifically was about mental health.
credible source.
A credible source about like how do you
Yeah.
not go insane?
Yeah, but it also shows that there could be something else that happens.
Exactly.
And we have to full blown quarantine like we did.
We have no idea.
And it's
Which is why this
we
is
want
still-
you to be ready.
we
And
want
if
you to be
if
ready.
you're quarantine, if you're watching this in quarantine, we got you.
we got you all of the tips. We got 10 tips for you.
Kirk and I met during quarantine. We became friends over quarantine.
We became fast friends during quarantine
Yeah.
thanks to all the money that I've pumped into like Activision and Call of Duty.
Right, Call of Duty. Yeah, they took all the money. Yeah,
all of that, and the MTA because I would ride the subway,
right. Underground raves,
underground raves,
Yeah.
the Rockaway Beach,
drugs. Yeah,
drugs.
alcohol. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we have the top 10 tips on how to quarantine, and this all apply to you if you're quarantined right now or if you're working from home, and like some may or may not apply if you are sick, but overall we got to be prepared now because apparently this is what happens in the world in this darkest timeline.
This is the world. Get with it. Okay.
So we're gonna jump in, starting
Top 10 tips.
with the top 10 tip on how to quarantine.
Number 10. Start with the first Lord of the Rings movie. Don't skip to the last. Don't go right to the Hobbit. Or
No.
maybe start the Hobbit and then go.
Don't start with the prequels. Watch the originals first.
Right. All
Right.
right. Number 9. Go with the. All right, number 10, okay? Stick to a routine, all right? Go to sleep and wake up at the same time each day, even weekends, okay? Force yourself, okay? Write a schedule that is varied and includes time for both work and self-care.
Dude,
okay?
earlier
Try not to
before.
stab yourself in the neck with the pencil while you're writing your schedule, okay?
Yeah. Earlier, Staub and I were talking about how
My sleep schedule is fucked
our
up.
schedule. I have trouble sleeping now because of quarantine.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I definitely stuck to a routine. I was up until 4 a.m. playing video games, and then I woke up at like 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like that's
Sometimes I'd wake up later and then I'd get up and it'd be like 6 o'clock. I'd be like, oh fuck. Well, Now I'm awake. What do I go back to sleep and sleep for like 48 hours to try to reset? Couldn't do it. So
the whole
bad.
The whole mentality of when you're like
We were getting paid unemployment. I didn't care. I was
That's
like,
the
hey,
thing.
yo.
That's the thing. I think it's different. Because I know people who, like me and you, were on unemployment, and then some people who had to work through it. Can you imagine during that time?
No, I was asleep.
No, I was dreaming. I was dreaming of not being in that situation.
Not being in that situation.
But can you imagine having to work during that time? I know some of you probably can.
It probably kept a lot of people sane to work through that time, and
Yeah.
Zoom meetings and everything blew up, and all the online stuff and Amazon. Amazon did pretty well. I bought so many things from Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, I know. From your comedy.
Hey, that was good.
Yeah, routine is so important. I think, literally this past week was like the second week of working from home for my job, and I was starting to go insane.
Yeah.
Literally, because like I was waking up when I needed to like be on the clock for work. But dude, it's a dead time right now. It's not as busy. And I was telling you earlier, I have some neck and back pain from a few days ago because I spent the whole day playing video games because I was like, I just want this to be over.
Yeah.
But you got to incorporate a routine as hard as it is. Yeah. Anything to add?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
So, all right. Well, I mean, that sucks. Your neck, your back, your
My
pussy.
My pussy and my crack.
Yeah.
My neck, my back, my pussy and my crack are so sore from playing video games.
Yeah. So your neck, your back. What about your pussy and your crack? Okay.
Okay, guys, moving on. We're in the.
Wait, no. Let me ask. I had something serious, and then you
did.
You brought that up, and then I couldn't.
Not.
What's your routine now?
To be honest, because my work is just kind of like a little slow right now, I wake up at like 9, 10-ish. I wake up, I shower or whatever, but like.
Put your neck brace on.
I put my neck brace on.
Your back
I make
brace.
sure like my belt is really securely fastening my pussy in my pants.
Yeah. Put your cream on. And then you go sit on the couch.
Literally, and then I go sit on the couch. Literally, my routine right now is wake up, have my computer close to me, but then do whatever the hell I want until I need to do something.
Yeah.
I hope my employers never see this.
Right. Jose, can you send an email out to where do you work? Pussycream.com. Try to stick to a routine because we had a horrible routine.
Because 2 years ago.
And look what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, look what happened. This podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This podcast.
We're sorry.
Yeah, if you don't follow these rules, you're going to come out looking like this.
You're going to come out looking like us and start a podcast.
Exactly. Wow. I came out bald and you grew a pussy.
Moving on to the top 9 tip. Dress for the social life you want, not the social life you have.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're in quarantine, dress up for all your stuffed animals.
Yeah, make sure you have your suits and tuxedos pressed.
Yeah.
Your best ties.
Get up early, because you got to get ready for
the day. Get up
day.
early, yeah. Get showered and dressed in comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
Wash your face, brush your teeth, take the time to do a relaxing bath or facial. Spritz your undercarriage. Put on a bright colors.
Spritz your undercarriage.
Do some Kegels.
Yeah.
It is amazing how what you wear impacts how you feel. Well, that probably goes to show why so many people turned out to become Gollum.
Yeah.
Because he's like, they're wearing sweats every freaking day, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, we're all guilty of it. We're
Yeah.
all guilty of it, not having that routine stick.
I'm wearing pajama pants right
You
now.
are! You motherfucker!
Well, that was for the quarantine. The next episode,
That's
I'm going to wear
right.
a tux.
A tux. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm wearing I look like a freaking hobo lumberjack because I grew up my beard because I don't have anybody to see or impress.
Right.
And so the social life that I have is that of a lumberjack.
Dress for the social life you want, not the social life you have. Right.
What's
What's the social life you want, Kirk?
The social life that I want.
Yeah.
I want to be going to premieres. I want to
Right.
be going to the club. I want to
Right.
be going to like really great restaurants.
Right.
So I'm going to do that alone in my apartment. I'm gonna buy all the best tablecloths and fine china to use for a meal that I won't cook. I'll get it delivered.
Yeah. Get ready for the premiere.
What about you? What's the type of social life that you want? And how would
quarantine made me literally not give a shit
That's
about
right.
anyone.
You literally,
or anything.
You were a hermit, dude. You
Yeah.
literally didn't talk to anybody. Or
I was
anything.
it was me and my cat. You know,
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. But I'm also a very social person. I love going out and being social, but I also love just hanging out by myself and relax and I love that shit. You know.
You know what quarantine actually taught me was to enjoy hanging out with myself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hard for some people. That's the one thing that quarantine, I think, hopefully overall helped people with, was to just be a little kind and with yourself, because oh my God, being alone, even I was living with my brother, and like it was the first time that we were under the same roof since
the womb.
we graduated since the womb, which God, that crib was lit.
Yeah.
But like, so that was like an interesting dynamic because it was fun, and at times we had to do our own thing, and sometimes it was just like, I just need to be alone. But like, it was those times that I realized, quarantine can kind of help with like, it sounds so like hippy dippy and stuff, but recentering yourself.
Right.
Like literally
to
being
enjoy
like,
yourself. What did you wake
enjoy
up
yourself.
in quarantine at the beginning, look in the mirror, and you'd be like, "Oh, you again? I gotta hang out with you all day."
Oh Jesus! God, you're looking like a hobo with
Oh
that beard.
God. See, I'm different. I've always been my own best friend. I can.
That's what quarantine helped me. Helped me
when
with.
they were like, "Hey, there's a global pandemic. Everyone has to stay at home, and we're gonna give you unemployment for whenever this ends." I was like, "Okay, yes,
Dude, you're waking up and you're
yes.
like, you're
How come we haven't had more of these?"
you're waking up and you're turning over to yourself and you're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And you're giving yourself a handshake, a secret handshake. Great, guys. Yeah, I guess, but really, at the end of the day, dress.
You don't have a secret handshake with yourself?
Yeah, it's this.
Can you, Jose, when he does that, can you put like one of those black bars and put censor on it? Put the censor bar. Make it a really small bar, though. Make it a really small one. Okay. Now I'm going to do it and then make it like really big. Go
God
off
damn
the
it.
screen here. All right.
Okay, guys. You know what? At the end of the day, dress
It's
what
not-
makes
yeah.
you feel good. You're at home. And frankly, if somebody's making you dress a certain way while you're at home in quarantine,
Right.
you need to call the police. I don't know.
Right.
Let's move on.
But they're quarantining, so. But I'm sure you woke up and you were wearing like a couple suits one day during quarantine. Your brother was like, "What are you doing? Like, you're not going out?" And you're like,
I'm waiting for the premiere.
I'm dressing for the social life I want, not the one I have." Okay.
And he's like,
"Fake it till you make it, guy."
okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess dress up once in a while in quarantine to make yourself feel better. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, clothes can totally change your mood. So,
But then there are
just
people
listen
that
to yourself.
There are people outside of the quarantine that have been doing this rule for a long time, but they just can't get the social life.
I'm sorry, sir, you're not on the list, but I dressed. I dressed the part.
But this is the social life I want, not the one I have. Oh, well then come right in.
Well, then come right in, sir. There's a free drink waiting for you at the bar.
I'm dressing for the social life I have, not the one I want. Well, then you're out of here then.
No fucking way. Cool. What's your name? Let's hang out sometime.
Let's hang out.
Moving on, guys.
Yeah, let's move on, okay?
Yeah, move on.
Number 8, okay? Find some time to move each day. Because you're going to be sick, because your back, your neck, your back, your Find some time each day
to stretch
for
your
at
neck.
least 30 minutes to stretch your neck, your back, your pussy. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's great.
Oh my God. This
Yeah.
this week's episode brought to you by My Neck, My Back. Parentheses, lick it by Kia.
My neck, my back. That's the new cream we're coming out with. Oh my God. Look, if you don't feel comfortable going outside, all right, to get the social life you want, there are many YouTube videos that offer free exercise classes. Okay.
Yeah.
When all else fails, turn on the music and have a dance party.
We had some dance parties.
We
went
did.
to some dance
Yeah,
parties.
exactly. Yeah. That was good.
God.
Yeah, get up.
Get up. Get out
You're
of
gonna
bed.
be.
Get off
You're
the
gonna.
couch.
For at least 30 minutes a day, make sure you're moving. You're not your back. Your pussy.
For real, guys, though. Oh, my God.
I can't.
For real, though,
that's
guys.
Yeah, get up and move, because I was very lazy during quarantine.
Yeah.
You know, gained a little weight. Tried
Same, dude.
tried to exercise, but then I was, then you're waking up late and then you don't care. So the routine and then moving is.
So it's
it's a
it's
good
all
thing.
connected. If you're able to get like 30 minutes to like an hour of movement or exercise in your system, oh my God, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Because you literally, to me, the way that I look at it is once I do that, that's the hardest fucking thing that I would have done that day. Anything else is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because
So now you look good. You dressed great for nobody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
moving
Yeah,
on.
move on. Yeah, that's good.
The top 7 tip is reach out to others at least once a day for 30 minutes. Options include FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, phone calls.
Suicide hotline.
Suicide hotline. Warzone. Connect with other people to seek and provide support. Don't forget to do this for your children, and they miss their friends too. Wait, I have a child?
Yeah.
No, but for real, to me, the one thing that helped me, like, I'm not afraid of admitting it. Quarantine helped me to be like, there's nothing fucking wrong with video games at all. I always had some stigma in my head, and I'm like, no, video games and the social
Video
aspect.
games saved a lot of lives. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm serious. Before, when it was happening, I was like, oh my God, a lot of people are going to go crazy.
Right.
But in all honesty, like,
Warzone brought everyone together.
Warzone literally brought so many people together. For me, it brought you together, you and I together. Like,
Old friends,
I have
like,
friends.
Yeah, old friends, yeah.
Now, I have new, people that I consider my best friends because of people who I met through you from, every day or two playing online. That gave me the social, the lack of social life that I wanted. So what I would do is I would wake up, I would exercise, I would stretch my neck, my back, and, and I would put on a tux and I would play Warzone every day. Put on a tux and play Warzone,
It helped. It helped because, you do, for the people that aren't best friends with themselves and stuck in quarantine by yourself, and deal with depression and shit like that, I mean, and who don't even, who never played video games before and who still didn't during then, that, I mean, there's probably, there's a dark side to quarantine,
And, on the other side of that coin, I would say, because this happened to me too during quarantine, where there was a moment that I didn't really want to talk or see anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's like we were talking about. this is almost like the universe saying like, hey, you're alone. Like, it's almost like, it's like a weird type of way for you to like take time for yourself, which when it happened globally, I think that's why so many people went crazy.
Yeah.
I know I did for the first 2-3 months.
There were a lot of divorces. There were a lot of quarantine babies. I mean, I guarantee that there, a lot of people probably, did some things to themselves that, are very unfortunate. And,
it's really, it's, I mean, not to get it, on a darker, serious note, but it's really, it's serious, and you gotta listen to yourself. Do you want to take advantage of this time to really kind of be with yourself? Because I know at certain points I did.
Yeah.
And it helped me to come out of it. I mean, we're still in it better,
yeah.
But there were times that I was like, okay, I'm finally feeling like I feel comfortable to like talk to people, because so many, I think another part of those first few months where so many people were projecting how to feel during this time. And I was like, wait a second. No, I need some time, because my whole entire life is flipped upside down. Every single thing that I identified with is like locked down.
Yeah.
So it's really serious. Listen to yourself. Do you need family during this time? Do you need friends to like kill time? Or do you just want to take the time to just kind of chill with your dope ass self?
Yeah.
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 That's what I would say.
Because you know what? You are dope. Chill with your dope ass self.
You are.
That's what it is. That's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Chilling with my dope ass self.
Yeah. I think it's hard if you have to quarantine, whether it's working from home, which I would say is a kind of version of quarantining, or you do get COVID and all that stuff. I think for me, what happened was like I was beating myself up over it. I was like, why the what the fuck
was
did I
also
do
sad
wrong?
was, you had family members get COVID and then they were in the hospital and you couldn't see them because you were in quarantine. Mm-hmm. And then you lose a family member or someone close to you because of COVID. And now you can't. And now you're sitting there by yourself and you can't be there with your loved ones. It's that was difficult.
Really, really listen to yourself in that moment, because I mean, like the quiet and the pausing of life can help you instead of really make you go insane.
And then you FaceTime your dad on the hospital bed, and he's like, "Why are you wearing a tux?"
Yeah.
Hey, but quarantine for me slowed things down. And you really got to understand yourself and your body, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To be like, there's always time for improvement and different things. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
The top 6 step.
Number 6, stay hydrated and eat well, okay? Stress and eating often don't mix well, and we may find ourselves overindulging, forgetting to eat, or avoiding food. Okay? Drink plenty of water. Eat some good and nutritious foods and challenge yourself to learn how to cook something new. I highly recommend watching Julia Child. As of this writing, you can...
Oh, do you stop?
As of this writing, you can find her videos on Amazon Prime, PBS, and YouTube. Julia Child for me.
Yeah. Change your life.
She changed my life. Because when there was a time when I wasn't moving. And my neck hurt, my back, my pussy, and my crack. And Julia Child showed me that broccoli really helps with the crack. Cauliflower
helps with
the social life you want. And I ate so much. I'd wake up and be like, should I work out? Nah, I'm gonna get some food or whatever. The only place that was open was like the deli. The deli down the street.
Thank God the deli saved me.
And they had great sandwiches, and I'd be like, I'm going to get like 3 sandwiches and just eat that throughout the day. Because I'm not going to leave.
Me and Colby are terrified to ever look at the spending from March 2020 to now to see how much money we've given our bodega.
Oh my God, right?
Like I would be terrified. I'd be like, oh my God.
You kept them in business.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. But you know what? Hydration and eating well is so important. Because
we drank a lot of Corona.
So there's water.
Corona seltzers. Yeah, that's liquid, right?
Yeah, that's got some water in it, right? No, but like
we drank hundreds of those.
Yeah, we did.
Those are good though.
I would say, this kind of links with like the exercise and stuff. Because if you're not drinking enough water or eating well, oh God, I know
Everything else is gonna fall out.
Dude, for me, the one thing that kept me sane was doing that. Was like trying to eat well and hydrate. I was working out 5-6 days a week for 6 months, and then
you met me,
and then this podcast,
and then this podcast.
No,
started.
but for real, like I like gained some muscle and all this different stuff. I was in a really good shape, and then it was. I think they were like charging more or something, this service or whatever, or there was a switch with unemployment. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. And it fucked me up because then I was down on the fact that I couldn't work out the way that I did and stuff. And, that was the portion that I put on freaking weight, and it sucks. So you gotta just do it. At least bit by bit. But anyway.
It's good for your mental health too. If you're working out and you feel good, because you're sitting there and
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink water.
Drink water.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know. Yeah. Drink water. Stay hydrated. And watch Julia Child, because I highly recommend watching Julia Child.
Speaking of Julia Child, she made bunches of different foods like
foods,
pastas.
Perhaps? All right. Well, that calls for an ad break, I guess.
Yes, it does.
And when we come back, we're in the top 5. Okay, nice. Hey, Kirk.
Hey, Staub.
You know what sucks?
What?
When my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack just hurt.
Oh, God, don't I know it. You know what doesn't suck, Staub?
What?
Botticelli Foods!
Whoa!
Yeah. I'm tired
Makes sense to me?
of
Yeah.
my whole body hurting.
Yeah.
And
What parts of your body?
My neck, my back, my crack, all these different things, because I can't work out.
Right.
And so my freaking tux, it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that.
Yeah. Because you can't get the social life you want.
Because and that social life that I want, I want to be able to buy expensive things.
Yeah.
But I want them to be quality.
Right.
I deserve the nice, affordable,
Yeah.
delicious things, quality things like Botticelli's.
Wow.
That was a fucking dumpster fire of a mental.
What's that? Botticelli's.
Wait, listen, this is quarantine. This is what happens. Botticelli's. Guys, Botticelli's is a family-owned and operated with 4 generations in the food industry.
Botticelli's, okay? It's
Ah,
family-owned, okay? And,
They bring an experience to your table with a taste that transports you to the heart of Italy. Guys, if you go to BotticelliFoods.com and use promo code Doozy at checkout, you can get 10% off all Botticelli Foods products. What are we talking, stuff? We're talking pasta, sauce, olive oil, balsamics, and many flavorful products. Guys, Botticelli Foods are extraordinary and outstanding, just like the men of Doozy. Now, before this stop has an aneurysm, we'll see you back for the top 5 tips. Hello, and we are back. We are centered. We are grounded. We are speaking in full, complete sentences. Right, Staub? Right? We're speaking in full, complete sentences, right? Guys, we have top 5 tips left for you right now.
Yeah. Botticelli's.
We're going to start with number 5. The number 5 top tip is develop a self-care toolkit. This can look different for everyone. A lot of successful self-care strategies involve a sensory component.
Guy, I haven't cried like that.
Well, hey, that's a great self-care toolkit. Keep a Kirk around to make you laugh. Guys, sensory components could include touch, taste, sight, sound, and smell. Some ideas include a soft blanket or stuffed animal, hot chocolate, photos of vacations, comforting music, lavender or eucalyptus oil, a small swing or rocking chair, a weighted blanket, a journal, or inspirational or witty book. Having a coloring book and blowing watercolor on paper through a straw is visually appealing and allows you to practice taking controlled breaths. Mint gum, Listerine strips, ginger ale, frozen starbursts. Wouldn't that hurt? Tasting ice packs and anything cold are also good for anxiety.
Licking
regulations.
doorknobs. Yeah.
Licking doorknobs. Licking my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Lick it now.
Yeah.
Lick it good.
I mean, you should see the coloring books I have from quarantine.
Oh, yeah. Dude, some people resorted to those.
Yeah.
Self-care, you know.
Puzzles were a huge thing during quarantine.
Oh, dude, yeah. Dude.
Puzzles.
People, oh, my God. All the things that people did. What? Freaking puzzles. Video games, of course. People made bread for a portion. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you making bread?
Because I didn't have anything else. They had nothing else. It
Yeah.
was that or blowing watercolor.
Instead of blowing watercolors. Have you ever, let me ask you a question.
You got two.
What? Oh, my God. Dude.
When you're
Oh, my God.
you're in quarantine, you got two choices.
You got what?
You're
Just go take a breath. Take a
when
breath.
you're in quarantine, you got two choices for activities. You got finger painting or making bread. And that's it.
Hey, a self-care toolkit is different for everybody. But I guess, this tip was basically like...
I got the giggles this episode. You got me. What I was laughing at... You know what I was laughing at earlier with the ad break? Okay.
Me trying to find my footing and understanding of what I was saying.
It was good because you were like, all right, I got to kick up the energy. And I know you so well. I just watch your thought process happen. And it's funny because you're like, all right, got to kick up the energy. I deserve... And then when you go too fast... You can't formulate
words or sentences. Yeah, and then I can't even do it right now.
And then you get too excited, and then
then I slow down.
And then you're like Botticelli's. You literally said
nice little bow on top.
You got it. Yeah, you freaked out. It said nothing. It was so good.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck this tip. Everybody knows what they, basically what this tip is.
What's your self-care toolkit?
Oh, I mean, we've been talking about it, dude. Some
lube and video games.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I think that's more you, but it cycles between video games and sleep. I binge watch tons of TV. But
okay.
Yeah. Know the
hot
things
chocolate, photos of vacations. Yeah,
go down a freaking
go through. Just look at all the pictures of how your life used to be.
Yeah, just mine your past for all of the good memories because there's nothing positive happening right now.
Get some hot chocolate. Look at some photos of your vacations. Put on some comforting music and drench yourself in eucalyptus oil. In your rocking chair with your weighted blanket on.
While you read a witty inspirational book.
Yeah, wow.
These are some very interesting
What's like an inspirational book, or like a witty book?
Oh, I don't know.
Sitting there in quarantine, reading how to win friends and influence others, right?
Yeah. Or the Bible.
Whoa!
Shots fired! Anyways, let's move on to top 4.
Okay.
You're going to die.
Also, if you're tasting ice packs, I don't know.
I mean, you're at the bottom of the barrel. You're the lowest.
I love how they started. They were like, take controlled breaths. Mint gum, Listerine strips, ginger ale, frozen Starburst, licking ice packs, or fucking anything just to control your anxiety.
Anything. Suck on ice.
Towards the end of the list, they were just like, I don't know.
They're like, I don't know. Suck on ice to pass the time.
Suck on ice. Yeah. Take controlled breaths or suck on ice. They're running out of ideas. They don't even fucking know.
Anyway, let's move on.
Holy
we're getting
shit.
there. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Number 4.
And hey, guys, if you're saying this
You're
episode
having a blast
is,
like
we're
I am.
having a blast. We hope you are too. Maybe this
Crying.
episode is getting long, but hey, you don't have anywhere to go, so keep watching.
And that's the other thing about quarantine too. You just realize the
You
situation.
realize time is a construct.
Yeah, realize the situation and just enjoy. Like, don't take it so like. You keep it light.
That's
you know
why
what I
we
mean?
are. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're sitting there and you're depressed,
Yeah, looking at your past vacations. Your past
Sucking
girlfriends.
on ice.
Sucking on ice. Drenched in eucalyptus oil.
Wow. Wearing a tux. And I don't know.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, look. Number 4, okay? Give everyone the
Serious.
benefit of the doubt and a wide berth, okay?
Now, birth is spelled BERTH, and the definition is a ship's allotted place at a wharf or dock. Wait. A fixed bed or bunk on a ship, train, or provide a sleeping place for somebody?
What was the first one?
The first definition, they're saying, do this. A ship's allotted place at a wharf or dock. Give that to somebody. Give somebody their space, basically,
Right.
for their dock.
Yeah. Just make sure you have a berth wide enough that could dock a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, a lot of cooped up time can bring out the worst in people.
Obviously.
Each person will have moments when they will not be at their best, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It is important to move with grace through blow-ups. To not show up to every argument you're invited to, okay? And to not hold grudges and continue disagreements, okay? Everyone's doing the best they can to make it through this, all right? Some people are just going to be, angry that they're in quarantine, and then they're going to be lashing out at you. And as long as you're covered in eucalyptus, you should be able to have a berth wide enough to blow your watercolors.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
everybody. It's like what I was saying earlier. It is like the first thing in I don't even know how long that everybody is having a shared experience with it.
Yeah.
And even the shared experience is different. There's different levels. Some people are taking it really well. Some people are like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I go
if
back
you're having
and
the
forth.
best quarantine of your life and your friend calls and says, I'm having the worst quarantine, you can't be like, oh, that sucks.
Have you tried sucking ice?
Have you tried sucking ice? Have you tried sucking ice? Click.
I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
We should make a commercial, a quarantine commercial.
Quarantine commercial of all the
sucks.
things.
Have you tried sucking ice?
Okay.
Wow.
You know what? Yeah. Guys, Give people their space if they need it, and if not,
just be empathetic.
Absolutely.
Be empathetic.
Be empathetic.
Have you tried sucking ice?
All right, guys, moving on. We're in the top 3 tips now on how to quarantine. The top 3 tip is lower expectations and practice radical self-acceptance. We are doing too many things in this moment under fear and stress. That's what we're talking about. This does not make a formula for excellence. No, fuck no, it doesn't. Instead, give yourself what a psychologist calls radical self-acceptance. Accepting everything about yourself, your current situation, and your life without question, blame, or pushback. You cannot fail at this. There is no roadmap or precedent for this in modern times. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is actually the thing. It took me, I think, a full year to do this. A full year. March 2020 to March 2021.
Yeah.
Like, it took me that long to really do that for myself. But it's so important. And that's why when I say, like, I hope that people are on their way to that or that they got some form of that. Because, like...
Kirk... What don't you like about yourself?
I'm not going, dude. That's why I go to therapy. Okay. What do you not like about yourself? What's not to like?
What's not to like? I love.
Can I show you my watercolors?
Yeah, I love
quarantine?
myself. Actually, I have a third nipple.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I have a third nipple. Yeah. And I actually it's very common actually. 1 out of every 9 men have it, and 1 out of every 7 women have it. It's more common in women actually to have it. You've seen that little thing I have on the side. So I was at dinner in Florida over the New Year's break, and we're at the dinner table, and I was talking about it. No, but I like.
Was it lactating?
I unbuttoned my shirt and I was like, yeah, look at the thing. And the waiter comes by and he's like, what the? And I was like, yeah, I got a third nipple. Blah 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 blah. And he was laughing and it was great and maybe licked it a little bit. And then he comes later at the end. We pay for the bill and we're going to leave. And he comes back with this cake. He puts it on the table and he got all these spoons and he's like, hey, this is for you guys on me, just because. He showed me his third nipple. I swear to God. My third nipple got us free dessert at this restaurant. It was hilarious.
So we're going out to eat later, and you're showing
Yes.
your third nipple to the whole
Wait
restaurant.
till you see my third testicle.
Mr. Staub, your
Yeah.
entire meal
Yeah.
has been paid for.
Yes.
Thank you.
You can put your pants back on. What would you guys like for an appetizer? Sucking on ice? No. But look, number 3, okay? Self-acceptance. That's a huge one. Okay?
It's a great time. It's a great time for you to.
First of all, it's okay to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I'm ugly. And that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're beautiful on the inside. Do you know what I mean? You're beautiful on the outside. I don't know.
That's a pretty shitty way to start with. Like, hey, you're ugly.
Quarantine, I went on the roof and I started yelling, I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, moving on. Yeah, guys.
Well, that was the big part of quarantine too.
Yeah.
When I was sitting there in quarantine, you know, as much as I love myself already, there were things that I didn't. Yeah. And I realized that during quarantine because you spend so much time with yourself and then you learn about why. Why don't I like that about me, or why am I acting like this? So quarantine is a great like excuse for self-reflection. Yeah. In a positive way. You know what I mean? If you're upset about something about yourself, you can change things. Because
in those moments that you're in quarantine, the only person that you can really rely on or be accountable for is yourself.
And Julia Child.
And Julia Child. Gosh, that broccoli really helped my pussy.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that's a very good point. So, moving on. The top 2 tip.
So, the top 2 tip is find something you can control. and control the heck out of
Oh
it.
my God, what's his kink? Oh,
In moments of big uncertainty and feeling overwhelmed, control your little corner of the world. You all right? Organize your bookshelf, purge your closet, put together that furniture, and group your toys.
oh, ooh.
Sex toys?
Do I make you Randy, baby?
Look, it helps to anchor and ground us when the bigger things are chaotic. Yeah, or just accept that ultimately you don't have control of anything in this world, and no one's making it out alive. And once you accept that, everything else is just extra.
Hey, nihilism. It's helpful in times, like in Staub's life.
Is that what I am?
Not like nihilism is like everything's just fucked. So nihilism is the rejection of all religious and moral principles and the belief that life is meaningless.
No. Like,
Are you a philosopher?
No.
Did you become a philosopher?
Maybe. I don't. That's just how I've always felt. I've always been like, I'm gonna die one day. Just enjoy, be in the moment, enjoy every moment.
Listen, I respect that.
And everything else is extra. I can't control you. I can't control, you know what I mean? To a certain extent, this is going to die. I can't control this, I can't control my drinking. I can't control any of it.
Yeah.
The ice you suck is going to melt. You can't control that.
But yeah.
And this is not like a negative way.
Oh,
either.
no, I totally agree.
That's kind of where I think the comedy comes from, because I'll see someone just completely panicking over like their Starbucks coffee in Starbucks, and they're so angry.
Doesn't
and I'm
matter.
like, who gives a fuck? You're gonna die one day, lady. Reject all religion.
Reject all religion and moral principles. Here, try this ice. For real though, guys, it's quarantine really was a bomb of truth that was like, yo, you can't control these certain aspects in your life. For me, dude, it was one of the best jobs I'd ever had. Yeah. I couldn't return to it and operate in that way that I was absolutely loving. I couldn't audition or act. I couldn't see people, friends and family, and like all of these different things were connected in a way with my identity of who I see myself as. So it was really, really hard. And I had to kind of shift and be like, what can I control? So it's important.
Yeah.
And so that's, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
But, but being able to shift is what makes it so much more rewarding when those things do loop back around or come back, you
gotta let
you
go.
have to be able to adjust. That's what it helps.
You gotta accept change.
Accept change.
You gotta be okay with
able
it.
to adjust.
Yeah.
Adjust or die.
Yeah, like Bruce Lee said, you gotta be like water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that meant.
Whatever that meant. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Reject all religion
Suck
and moral
ice.
principles. Guys, we are now at...
Have you tried sucking ice? Click.
Guys, we are now at the #1 top tip on how to quarantine. We hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode.
I gotta get out. I gotta go for a walk.
God, I haven't spent... Yeah, I need to put on my
some
tux,
fresh air.
God, I haven't been outside forever.
Yeah.
Guys, the #1 tip.
Yeah, give up all your morals and ethics and religions.
Guys, the #1 tip. This will
let's
be
hear it.
interesting.
Let's do it.
Notice the good in the world. The helpers.
Yeah.
There is a lot of scary, negative, and overwhelming information to take in regarding this pandemic, which we are still in.
Yes.
There are also a ton of stories of people sacrificing, donating, and supporting one another in miraculous ways. It is important to counterbalance the heavy information with the hopeful information.
Yeah. I sacrificed a lot of people during quarantine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because life is meaningless.
Well, because you have a nihilistic, you have a clan,
people sacrifice.
a cult that you sacrifice people for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God those were the ones that were covered in eucalyptus oil and had the worst water painting drawings or whatever.
What?
Huh?
Our water paintings, okay, were donated to... Botticelli's!
No. Botticelli's.
You know.
I think this tip kind of just shows, there's, you can always look at it. There's always something positive in the day that you can kind of focus on. I guess.
Yeah. Like what? Like what? What was something positive today?
I don't know. It passed. The world is meaningless. And
The breakfast we had was positive.
That was positive.
Yeah,
the nice
that was
little
positive.
like coffee little.
Yeah, the
that
drinks
was
that
great.
we have. That's positive.
This episode is very, very enjoyable.
This is our first episode of the new year.
Holy shit! It was.
Look at that,
guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed it because we have fun fucking doing it. And this was a nice little way to start the new year, to have a little like blast from the past, kind of think back on stuff.
Yeah, I like
this was definitely a belated episode. We could have done this in the first month our podcast was going.
This could have been our first episode.
It
how to
could
quarantine.
have. Wow, we're pretty
save
fucking
money.
We're pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But that's from on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're surviving on ice.
Yeah. What was your favorite tip? Let me ask you.
Oh my gosh, my favorite tip. It was probably something like dress for the social life you want, not the social life you have, because. Listen, you can't deny dressing up.
Fake it till you make it. You feel different. You
You
feel
feel
better,
different when you dress up or literally just put on pants.
Yeah.
Even though you know you're going to stay in. But when you put on a tux,
Yeah.
you feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
What was your favorite tip?
Oh, find time to move each day.
Because
you don't want to hurt your neck, your back, your pussy,
pussy
and your
crank.
crank. Hey,
Yeah,
well, that
hey.
was the Doozy podcast episode that you just listened to.
Yes, that's right. The quarantine special episode.
Quarantine special.
Guys, please comment what your favorite tip was. We hope that you enjoyed it, or let us know like any type of stories or little anecdotes that you have that kind of linked up with our tips.
That's
you know?
right.
And if you guys have a tip or anything that you'd like to say about the episode, let us know.
Yeah, share this with your friends. Okay,
Yeah.
do it. You
Guys,
know,
we are on YouTube.
it'll
Hit that
help you
subscribe
create the social life you want.
button. You want,
Not the one you
without
have.
having to wear a tux.
Right.
Guys, we're on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. It means
Hit
the
it.
frickin' world.
Hit
we're
it.
on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, all the podcast platforms.
Yeah. By Botticelli's.
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 Yes.
Shout out to Jose, our
Jose,
wonderful
our
editor.
amazing editor.
And if you're watching this and you're a producer or a camera guy and
Yes.
want to work for nothing, then hit us up.
Hit us up.
Because those are the two people we need to join.
That's
to
right.
join this
It's
crew.
the new year. We can make goals and make things happen and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, lastly, if there's something that you want to learn about and have us teach you while we also learn about it, and then, we do the podcast and then we do this and then Botticelli's.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Yes, it does. Guys, see you next episode. If you're quarantined, listen to this episode. Please like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. And if if there's if you're in quarantine right now and you're really down and depressed, have you tried sucking ice?
See you guys. Have a great freaking quarantine and a great year. We'll see you next week.
Whoop whoop.